as a doctor. So in DXN also she is having a wide experience, and she has already given many lectures across globe. If I am going to talk about her profile, it will take too much time. So today I am just giving little bit profile. I can only say she is a very famous personality, Dr. Asma Munir, executive double diamond in DXN. She is an MBBS doctor. She is also having various degree, MCPS, ART, King's College of London, ART, Embryology, Australia, MSc in ART in Spain, PGA, that is Postgraduate Award, Warwick, UNI, UK, and more than 42 years of medical experience. And practitioner and 27 years of experience, assisted reproduction and international health coach. She is an international health coach. And a Wonder Woman Award 2011 from Pakistan. And the first lady diamond from DXN, Pakistan. Like that, many details are there about her profile. She has already given many hundreds of lectures across the globe regarding the health. Today, again, she is going to teach us about the health. This program will be around 30 to 40 minutes. She will be giving some theoretical part. After that, there will be interaction. That means a Q&A. You can just type your question in Q&A session. So I will read out the question for Dr. Asma Munir. So she will be answering for your questions. So with a thunder of applause, with all of your permission, I would like to call Dr. Asma Munir, Wonder Woman of Pakistan and Wonder Woman of all world DXN. Dr. Asma Munir, I think the stage is yours. Now you can start.
Assalamu alaikum. A very good morning to my viewers. First of all, thanks Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and thanks to my parents, and then thanks to my DXN world, my DXN leaders, and my most beloved DXN UAE. Thanks a lot, Bobin, for those kind words. I'm nothing. I'm just trying to learn and then to share to improve the quality of life of a common person, a human being. So there is no service important in the world than to serve humanity. So, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. And with the prayer that Allahumma inni as'aluka ilman nafi'an, amlan mutaqabbalan wa rizqan tayyiban, meaning that, oh God, oh Lord, give me the knowledge that I can share to benefit others and myself, and give me a food which is acceptable to you, and let me do the deed which you love and you want me to do. So all these things we do in DXN if you want to do DXN properly. So let's go why and what I want to talk about today. There's a big question now. After this pandemic, everybody is thinking survival is getting difficult. People who are surviving, are they existing? And what is the difference between existence and survival? So the difference for a common person to exist is to have life which a person can enjoy. And once you have a life with all due respect to health and happiness, you can be something proud of. And if, when you do something good, you keep on doing something good, then you are remembered as a legend. So choice is yours. You want to live like a vegetable, come and go, and without having a mark on this earth, you can enjoy yourself, just be yourself, and then go. Or if you want to enjoy, be loved, cared for yourself, care for others, and live like a legend. So that is your choice. And this question I put up to you today so that you understand what is the meaning of health and happiness. A cell in your body is a unit which gives you life, and when it combines with other cells, makes tissues and organs, and then your whole human body. But if you see seriously, a whole unit, a cell itself is performing excellent function, and it's a biology which is the study of life and which gives you life. But let's know what is life. Basically, life starts from a group of cells which are having a nucleus which has the DNA and RNA which gives its energy and the genetic code. So if it is a non organic thing, then it becomes an atom and molecule. If it is an organic thing, it becomes cell, then tissue, then organs, and organs are the system. So how to understand what is the smallest unit of cell of life and what is an association of these cells to give you a structure, a function, and a function which is normal. All this is a cascade of miraculous activities by the cell, and it is performed only well when you have good supply of energy and good supply of nutrients for its growth and development. Now the third word is surviving. Do you want to survive only on a support? This is what you see every day now. With the COVID pandemic, the people who are going from this world are either on a vent or without a vent, but that is the last resort. We don't want to survive like this. You can be on ventilator for ages, but that is existence. It is not a true survival. So, what are the processes which define that how you are living, why you are living? It is the organization and information of the cellular structure which is being shared by each other, and for that you need an energy source. And when you get the energy and the nutrients, the cells keeps on dividing and evoluting. Now, this evolution changes one type of age group into another, and then from a unborn to the newborn, from the newborn to a neonate, and the neonate then to a baby, and then to puberty, and so on and so forth. So this evolutionary reproduction is a part and parcel of living scenario. How this is organization and information takes place. This is true by definition that living things are born and living things they die. But there is an underlying property that is they are organized with. So this level of organization, when it finish, the discipline is gone, the living thing dies. Now this living thing, when it is organized on matter or growth or development or reproduction, and if it is not on a basis of a balance, or it is taken care by the diet which is not there for them to grow, this breaks down. And then definitely there's a need of energy source for all the living structure, may it be vegetables, may it be plants or human beings. And there is a dynamic equilibrium, the stability, the balance between this organization with the input of energy to maintain life. Having said that, this is a difficult scenario to understand. But without the input of the energy, this organization breaks down and we leave. We go at the end of our session. That means the life is no more. So there is a word known as homeostasis. That is a balance, which is a constant internal environment, which is a complex biochemical machinery of life, but that is maintained by a balance of chemicals, by the balance of hormones, and the balance of their secretion, destruction, and interfering factors to maintain a good health. Now, what can interfere with our evolution or health? Firstly, whatever we are living. Why we are living? Because we are having oxygen in the cells, which makes us living here. The life is with oxygen and food. So first, let's talk about the oxygen, from where it comes. It is in the air. And what are we putting in the air now? We are having power plants, we are having contaminations of the transportation, electricity generations, and human activities, which are again giving a continuous pollutional hazard to our health. So whatever oxygen we are taking in is not even pure. So with the study that at least more than 20,000 premature deaths are because of this pollution of sulfates and nitrates in the air. So you can understand the disharmony of in the ingredients of air, it can lead to a disaster for life. But there must be something in the water too. If you look back, there was a study showing that 7 million illnesses and 1,000 deaths each year in America are because of the waterborne microbes or bacteria. Even the chlorine that we add in water to purify has got an increased risk for breast cancer. And the other toxins which make this life risky is going on and on with the sewage treatment. We are trying to clean, and instead we are giving more toxins, which may result in the risk of higher respiratory failures, skin allergies, headaches, body aches, even cancer. So, what do we eat? What do we drink? And what do we breathe on? The environmental toxins, they play a great role with your food itself. So 47 states and their advisory, they have limited the intake of fresh water, fish due to mercury contamination. You see, whatever food we take in, even with the best of hygienic controls, there is something in the food itself which during the development of that organic food, it has curtailed it in itself. It's like pesticides, like the chemical hormones which are on which these our farming is going on, or the poultry, which is what we are eating, chicken and fish. They are being cultured in an environment which is very unhealthy, and they are having herbicides, so which can be a reason of cancer itself. Also, we are also exposed to certain elements which are there in the environment which we don't even know about: copper, cobalt, nickel, cadmium, lead, mercury, tin, chromium, and all these chemicals, which are the byproducts and the hazards of our day-to-day life. May it be industrial, may it be homely cooking only. These chemicals, they are linked to the origin of breast cancer. And even if for early puberty changes and the early developmental changes in the last 50 to 30 to 50 years, we are seeing that puberty age has gone down. Why? Because of so much of the pollution, noise pollution, chemical pollution, the bombardment of social media in the wrong way, and all the exposure of these elements have given this result in a disaster of diseases. Fluorinated water. Now everybody thinks fluorine is good because every toothpaste used to have fluorine. And now they know that fluorine can be related to osteosarcoma, the bone cancer, or hypothyroidism. Now, on one part, we are giving vaccination to prevent diseases, and vaccine themselves, one of the vaccines which is used on the children for the situation like um, in which meningitis, they are going to prevent meningitis. This vaccine is creating autism in children. And what is autism? It is ADHD, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. Now, you buy one, get one free. You buy the vaccine to give you prevention from one disease, and you get the free disease itself of other kind. How do we know? There's no criteria. There is no filter to rule all these things apart, that, okay, we do this, it will go better. We do that. If we don't do this, like, for example, if you don't want to have vaccine, you will die of the disease if you get that. But if you get vaccine, you will die of something else. So you have no way out. Similarly, radiation. We are treating people with radiation in cancer, and increased radiation itself is a cause of breast cancer. Since 1950, we have been working on it. Motor vehicles, this is the price that we pay for the progress. The fuel, the engine exhaust, and the exposure of all these biochemical pollutants in the air is giving you another chronic lung disease disaster. So many toxins and so little time to detox. There is an overwhelming number of variety of toxins which are identified and explored. But They are odorless, they are tasteless. Sometimes you don't even know how they are going in. Now, if you want to prevent, you want to look like this. Now, after COVID, this picture becomes more important. This was before when we were thinking of pollutions in the air, that people who are working in the industrial area, in pesticide control, they used to wear this suits to prevent them. But now I think everybody needs prevention. A time would come that nobody would wear a normal cloth. They will be like astronauts and coming out of the house. Strange. And there is a strong dissociation of all these things and diseases to aging itself. And we'll come again for the aging part, but let's finish it off. What we need is the air which is free of all these carcinogens, pollutants, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, and we need nutritious food. Instead, what we are getting: insecticide, pesticides, chemicals, chlorants, fertilizers, alkaline and clean water. Instead, we are getting heavy metals in water, and it is becoming a media to get the bacteria and viruses. As a result, our immune system goes down. We lose our digestion, we lose our skin beauty and texture and health, and we have dull or dead or less hair. We are having effect on eyesight. We cannot go to sleep properly. Energy levels are low, and the aging process becomes faster. A person who is 40 years is going to behave like 60 years because the body is aging very fast. Now let's see what is important in the body which can prevent all these changes. Nature has given you some blood cells in your blood which are responsible for immune system, and these systems are functioning since even when you were born. So within the blood there are red cells and white cells, and the white cells are the major defense cells, which we can divide into beta cells coming from the bone and the T cells which are coming from thymus, and they prevent this foreign invasion by the bacteria, the cancer cells, viruses, and whatever you say, this is a cancer cell being attacked by the WBCs. Now you can see that the body is already fully loaded with all these things, but are we keeping a pace to prevent these macrophages, these police force, which is the garbage man of the body? Are we taking care of that? That is a protein, and good quality protein will make a good quality cell, and good quality cell will function well. And even if that cell dies, the detoxification is done by the sum of the cells, and the cleaner will come and take it away, the dead cell also. And the repair is also done by the protein and the micronutrients that we don't even have the slightest idea that trillions of cells are dying and getting repaired and getting redeveloped. Evolution, reproduction of these cells are going on and on till we die. So when it comes to death, there is a constant aging process. And when you age, there are the side effects of the aging process. And natural aging, the research has shown that some of the things that you can take care of in your lifestyle, and a lot of conditions like Alzheimer's, Parkinsonism, they're part of your aging. Degenerations in bones, degeneration in your skin creases, your eyesight loss, your heart dysfunctioning, all can be avoided if you change your lifestyle a little bit earlier than that aging process. And you add something into your diet to improve that aging process or the effect of aging. You cannot reduce your age, but you can reduce the effect of age. Similarly, the commonest thing now we come across in the world is allergies. And what is an allergy? Allergic reaction and immune disorders both are related to the immune system. But knowing the genetic predisposition of different allergens on our body, the immunological disorders, they optimize and they alter the situation inside. But if we alter our lifestyle, the environmental factors cannot set in that condition, like asthma, gout. This is a disease of the joint. A thyroid toxic disease is Graves' disease, resistance to HIV/AIDS and noroviruses, and then arthritis and lupus erythematosus. All these conditions are dealing with the low immunity and allergic sensitivities. When it comes to your metabolism, when it comes to your body function, the biggest factory, biggest warehouse is your liver, and the biggest drainage area is your kidney. We have many more, but the biggest one, I'm just talking about a little bit of those organs which are vital, which are having functions, which regulate your functions of the body, giving you nutrition, saving the nutrients, and once they are damaged, they are draining it off. And once they fail, your body also fails at a point of time that it will not function properly. For example, kidney failure, acidosis, liver diseases, and what not. When it comes to liver, you can see even slight hepatitis to cirrhosis can give you a very bad quality of life. You can't eat properly. You are unhealthy. You cannot, depend upon yourself for taking care of you. What to say for others? Similarly, the most culprit disease of this era after COVID is cancer. Now, cancer can be acquired and cancer can be inherited. Acquired means we can convert ourselves into cancerous cells by our bad habits, by our pollutants, by our chemical changes in the environment. There are so many things that in your life, when you come across them, you are prone to have cancer. But there are some cancers which runs in the families. Mostly now they say everything runs in the families, but in fact, this is like a hungry lion. A precancerous cell is a hungry lion in your body. The minute your immune system goes down, it comes out and behaves and eats all the cells. So this is what we have to learn, that how can we acquire to prevent these acquired diseases and not to execute the command of genetics for that disease itself. The most common type of cancers are changes in the lifestyle cancer, which you can give to the offspring. They say that is 5 to 10% of the cancers of these following types are related to genetics, like skin cancers, pancreas, thyroid, prostate, glioma, liver, leukemia, lymphoma, lungs. If you see in the family, somebody in the family must be having that. So this is where our genetics need to be altered. There are certain things in our food given by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that can change the DNA functions so that we can prevent our cancers. Cardiovascular, this is the after oxygen. Who takes the oxygen to the cells? The blood vessels. The blood vessels are a part of a cardiovascular system. That means heart and the vessels, if they are not okay, heart itself is not functioning normally and the vessels are unhealthy, you are bound to have a disease which is life-threatening. Coronary vascular diseases, where the narrowing of the coronaries can give rise to the ischemia of the heart cells and you may die of a sudden heart attack. So learning about genetic risk of the factors, it is mandatory to know the dietary and lifestyle habits which can reduce your risk of coronary vascular diseases. All these cardiovascular diseases mentioned here are dependent to some of our lifestyle changes. Aortic aneurysm, heart attack. Aortic aneurysm means dilatation of the big artery, aorta, bifurcation, thickening of the heart muscle, thickening of the wall of the artery, giving less supply to the microcirculation, is stroke, which can lead to a disability or deformity. So all these things are related to cardiovascular risk to the body. Now, the second most systemic disease of the world is diabetes. Diabetes, what people say now as blood pressure and diabetes are not diseases, they are altered physiology. Once they are controlled, you are okay, but they are not controlled, you may die. So there is a very fine line of control and uncontrol, but we need to be sure what we are eating and what we are doing. There are hormone dependency to convert the sugar metabolism into a function and food which converts the energy needed for the daily life. So there are two types of diabetes, 1 and 2. That is primary type 1 diabetes, where the insulin is less, and type 2 diabetes, when you have a resistant insulin, which is there but not functioning. And then the third most disastrous is the complications of diabetes, which may be diabetic retinopathy, nephropathy, encephalopathy, peripheral things, and it is a sickening situation. If you ask a diabetic with complications, you would say, "Oh my God, what a life the person is having." Then, when it comes to eating habits, there is disorders are there. Simple psychiatric disorder. When some people are there depressed, they eat more, known as bulimia nervosa. They keep on eating until their depression is gone. So personality and behavior changes. They change your eating habits. So that is also a psychological disorder. The dissatisfaction of your body function may lead to abnormal eating habits and obesity, and definitely on the part of the scale, the opposite side is loss of appetite. You don't want to eat. That is another psychological and medical disorder. Intellectual abilities and social behavior, there is increasing evidence now that human behaviors are changing. And we were never seeing so many kids and so many youngsters of having those psychological disorders. We would change the school, we will change the teacher, we will change our attitude, but the child's attitude never changes because of these conditions. Autistic, bipolar disorder, we never heard of it 50 years of back. Now people are having these obsessions, phobias, and suicidal attempts are getting increased day by day. So some of the other conditions which have a negative role on our day-to-day life is social dilemmas. The stress is leading to addiction, alcohol abuse, anxiety, depression, leading to different psychosomatic disorders, may lead to blood pressure, and that lead to a cardiovascular risk for death. Restless leg syndrome, sciatica, all these are interrelated and they are consequences and the detrimental factors for your bad cell health. Now, how do we do that? Can we prevent all these changes in the body? Primarily, doctors are preventing it by giving vaccination, by giving advices, by giving your change of lifestyle, exercises, all the education for this is dangerous, this should not do this. You go out and do take care of your skin, you take a seat belt while you are sitting in the car. What is this? This is primary prevention for disasters. May it be health, may it be life. The secondary prevention would be when if already you have a disease, you try to treat it fast and stop the illness progressing. And certain illnesses like diseases which will keep on increasing for the rest of your life. So secondary prevention would be to prevent their recurrence and to prevent things to come back. So like diabetes and high cholesterol, you treat it, you maintain it, and you will not have the complications. Similarly, if you have a disease or a disability, now this is the second kind of prevention, that you rehabilitate yourself. You try to lead a normal life with the disease by physical therapy, oxygen requirement, and asthma treatment. Like, for example, if somebody has only one leg, he has to have another artificial leg. That's a rehabilitation. Same way, a part of a disaster may it be to health, may it be a structure, may it be the brain. Doctors and the paramedics and the society NGOs, they help you to acclimatize and to rehabilitate. But what are the factors which affect our health? We know, as we have already discussed, genetics, the external environments, and the access to the healthcare. This is very important. Nowadays, you cannot reach a doctor, you cannot get the medicine for many reasons. May it be lack of finance, may it be lack of insurance, may it be lack of transport, may it be lack of the doctors available at the right time, or may it be education of yourself that you don't know what is going on with you. Some are infectious diseases, some are all these infection diseases which is spread by humans and animals. They have to be known to you. You should know how to take care of your health. What are the airborne routes you have to prevent? Like, well, see what we are suffering from. If we would have taken care of the air pollution, we would be better off would have been if this would have been done 10 years back. So this is an airborne route which we are suffering with this COVID. So flu, tuberculosis, and other respiratory allergens like common cold, like asthma allergens, they are coming from your airborne route. Similarly, whatever you are eating, if they are coming from grassroots or to the animal source, we eat it without cleaning properly. They go into the digestive tract, they get more contaminated, and they spread out. Improper cooking, which is not destroying the external abnormal things, they can be spread like E. coli, bacteria, salmonella, hepatitis. All these, our food itself is going to spread the uh, diseases. Contact, indirect contact or direct contact. Indirect contact, like computers, mobiles, toys, phones, fixtures, doorknobs, like what we are telling you today. Clean the knobs, disinfect the knobs, disinfect your computer keyboard. So all these things have been blamed for the source of contamination, and they are a source of spread of the diseases. Droplet infection, very common, SARS and acute respiratory syndrome, now COVID. All these droplets goes into the system of the person and give you the disease. And as a result, you are stressed. There's a stress of the disease, there is stress of the finance, there's a stress of unhappiness, there's a stress of job, there's a stress of driving, there's a stress of family, what and what not. There are so many kinds of stresses. Do we have a way out to kill the stress? There was a very good saying, kill stress before it kills you. So, do we have a way out? Yes. The best option, let's come back to nature. And what is nature available now? Best natural, organic, what I say, that decent, excellent, and natural support for you is DXN. So this is why I stress upon to kill the stress of any kind, may it be chemical, may it be physiological, may it be genetic, may it be environmental, pollutants, anything. Our products are natural organic products which can fight with us, which can immunize us. And if we go on with the products, the biggest products, Ganoderma, we know all about it. I don't want to go into the details, more than 400 nutrients. And I would name only few here, and then I'll discuss few in about 5 minutes. Ganoderma, spirulina, morinzi, cordyceps, lion's mane. Now, mashallah, we are having the flax seeds, cumin. So all these things are natural supports for your immunity. They help you to take care of the disease. Also, they are the nutraceuticals, which are supplying the therapeutic properties of the nutrition. So minimum 412 nutrients we have been, sought out now in the research. The most important ones are few like polysaccharide, which boost your immune system, improves your sugar balancing. They protect their cells to degenerate. That's why derma means the skin, controls the healthy cells throughout the body and detox yourself. Then the next part of Ganoderma, organic germanium, it increases the oxygen supply in the blood. You have already oxygen in the red cells, but the transport of oxygen from the red cells to the tissue is enhanced by organic germanium. That's why you reduce your fatigue and increase your vitality. You strengthen, again, this also works on the immune system. It increases your metabolism, and it has abundance of antioxidants, which provides us natural ability even to fight with the cancer cells. Adenosine is a power bank. It reduces cholesterol, body fat, but gives you energy to support liver function, to improve the metabolic rate and fragmentation of the platelets, which can be dislodged in the circulation, can give you the narrowing of the vessels, so it prevents that. So that is another preventive story. Now, another part of Ganoderma triterpenoids, it improves the digestive system, fortifies, that means it enhances the functions of the digestive tract. It inhibits the allergies. It relieves the congestions and respiratory problems. That's why Ganoderma is very, very effective in this pandemic. It reduces the cholesterol by decreasing that. It decreases the risk of cardiovascular disease. Ganoderic essence, similarly, it works on the cells, boosting the same thing that I had said earlier, but it relieves the external problems such as wounds, psoriasis, bug bites, stings, sunburn, ulcers, and external bleedings. So if you accommodate the functions, all this is having a calming effect on you. It gives you a good human well-being state by giving you oxygen supply, by giving you antioxidant activity, strengthening your immune system, and by cleansing the toxin inside and improving the blood circulation, creating a balance. Let's come to spirulina. Spirulina, blue-green algae, one-cell form, 60 to 70% protein, all essential amino acids are there, and you name it, it has it. The most important part is GLA, which is there in mother's milk, and it is gamma-linolenic acid. It is the richest source of chlorophyll. It is a natural antioxidant with beta-carotene and all this B1, B6, B5, zinc, manganese, copper, and selenium and amino acids. It also gives a reduction in the cholesterol, controls the sugar, detox the kidneys. People say you should not give it in this in kidney disease. Yes, when the function of the kidneys is going down, we reduce the protein, and being protein spina should be given in minimum quantity in kidney patients. It helps to overcome anemia because it is the green blood. Heme and globin. Heme is iron, globin is protein, and spirulina has got iron and protein both. It has abundant vitamin A, which can prevent night blindness. It can give you the health of visual acuity. So, starting from the skin to the organs, skin to the bone, it gives you the best supply of superfood of the world. Then comes Morinzi. Morinzi is again a digestive tonic, which gives you prevention from parasites, from infections, from pain, from systemic conditions, from genital urinary problems, from female, male, and respiratory, among all cough and cold. It gives you tremendous immunity on that. So benefits of spirulina would be for your children because they need more energy and resistance and recovery and growth. It is good for working people and students because it enhances the concentrations, keep you fit and alert, and fight back with the stressful situation. People who are in sports, it gives you better performance, stamina increasing and quicker recovery. And over 50, by the way, in DXN, you never go beyond 50. You remain 16 for maybe 100 years. So that's the reason it slows down the aging process. It makes you young and vital. It activates your defense systems and keeps you cholesterol free. If you want to remain beautiful, you need a healthy skin, and healthy skin needs a healthy diet, which is the best diet for all the appendages. What is an appendage? Appendage is your nail and hair. So if you have good shiny hair and good flexible and strong nails, that means your health is okay. So it is also very good support people who are weight conscious. Similarly, if you have pets, what to say of human beings? You can take care of your pets by strengthening their immune system, by increasing their stamina and preventing them to infect you. So this is what even traveling can give you prevention of jet lag. So all these products and the food supplements, basically they are giving you immunity, strength, vitality, strong bones, strong muscles, strong brain, strong organs, personal care, giving rise from the skin to the eyes, to the ear and nose, and as a part of food, having good beverages, and as a part of household, you can have the other products from the DXN. So choice is yours. Turn the new leaf in your life, and we live by choice or not by chance. I wish we have to know the guts to avail this chance that we have. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, I would like to answer them.
Thank you so much, Dr. Asma Munir. It was a wonderful presentation. I think within very short time you completed. Dinesh from India, he is saying he's a patient, started DXN Ganoderma spirulina last year. There is improvement. So how DXN spirulina and the mushroom powder will help the people to improve their health?
This is what it's all about. That's what I told you.
Yeah.
This is what we have already discussed in our presentation, that it increases your immunity, and immunity means any disease, any problem coming to your body. So please be sure that our products are not medicines. They are giving you strength from inside, and whatever alien comes in your body, may it be bacteria, virus, allergy, cancer, lifestyle change, anything, or any industrial, occupational hazard. For example, if you're working in a radiology department, you cannot get rid of radiation. But if you have Ganoderma in your body, spirulina in your body, it will take care of your body to avoid the complications of radiation. So that's why whenever you take Ganoderma spirulina during a disease, it boosts your immunity and your immunity fights with the disease. So don't think that Ganoderma is directly working on the disease. It is immunizing yourself, your cells, to boost them up, to increase that force to take care of the disease. So if you want to take the product the whole life, I'm taking for last 12, 13 years. You can reduce the requirement if you are well and healthy. If you come across a pandemic, an epidemic, or you took something wrong in your diet, you increase the product. So it is not a dose, it is the requirement of these products.
Okay. Thank you, doctor, for your wonderful answer. And one more question: how spirulina will help to create a proper blood count in the body?
This is what I just mentioned, because spirulina has got chlorophyll and it has got abundant iron inside. Now, anything green, as you know, is going to give you the iron content, folic acid content, and the blood is made by the iron and the protein. The people who cannot manufacture their red cells fast, or they're losing blood from the tract by either not eating properly, or they're bleeding from somewhere, like ulcers, like bleeding disorders, and they need, like even thalassemia patients who are losing the normal type of hemoglobin they don't have genetically. There also spirulina helps to give a better quality hemoglobin and the source of iron and protein. So I have seen myself, I've got a great experience of spirulina. I am very sensitive to iron. I cannot take iron in my life. Whatever surgeries I had, I was always given transfusions. And in fact, I survived after one of the transfusion reactions. So it is very dangerous to give transfusion at times. People may die because of transfusion. So transfusion is what? You replace blood because you don't have blood. Now, if you have green blood available, in terms of spirulina, which is making your blood cells, why not? So my hemoglobin is now 13 and 15 without taking any iron, without taking any medication, because I take 6 to 12 spirulina every day. It gives me iron, it gives me nutrition, it gives me prevention of viruses, it is an antiviral thing, it gives me protection from any allergies. And above all, it has got essential amino acids which are vital for the cells. You cannot produce vitamins inside, you have to take them in your food. And whatever food we cook, we destroy these vitamins by heat. So when you have these raw vegetables, or when you have this spirulina in your hand, you have a millionaire food in your hand. That's why people call it a superfood. Astronauts take it. Kids, 1 day old baby can take, because it is the safest food in the world. Cultured properly, organically, it is the safest food on earth. And it's like,
Thank you, doctor. Thank you, doctor, for your wonderful answer. And doctor, one question is there. I couldn't understand properly. Still, I'll ask this question: what helps the person who has panic attack?
see, panic is a psychological reaction of somebody which is dependent on adrenaline secretions. Now, adrenaline comes from your body organs, from some of the glands, in during fight, fright, and flight. So that means when you are scared and when you are having a bad experience of similar sort, your blood pressure goes up because of that adrenaline, and you feel as if you are about to die. Some people have height phobias. Some people have claustrophobia. They cannot move in junk of people around, or they cannot see somebody cry. They cannot hear a bad news. They expect something different. It happens something even during. There is a guy who died after a cricket match. He could sustain the victory. He died because of happiness. So all this is panic is a reaction of your body towards an external action. That action, it has to be, either your body should be used to it. Once you are not used to it, it shows your body is weak. The secretion of adrenal is dependent on all these factors: outside, inside, genetics, hormones, thyroid, brain development. All this will create psychological disturbances. It create depression, it create personality disorders, introversion. All these are psychological upsets, diseases now. So the calming effect of Ganoderma and spirulina and lion's mane is one best help for these people. Even if you take our coffee, Ganoderma coffee, your calming effect, the secretions from the hormone, the dopamine, the serotonin, which makes you happy. When you are happy, you know the brain, why you are happy? Because your brain releases those hormones, endorphins. And these are released when you take these supplements. When you have those hormones coming from your brain, you feel happy. You are a totally different person. You have got a threshold to fight back. When you have a threshold, you will have less panic attacks. Okay?
Thank you, doctor, for your wonderful answer. And our product, Morinshi, how it help for a good gut or a good stomach?
Morinshi has got a lot of ingredients which are affecting the health of the glandular layer of your stomach. It decreases the acidity, acid producing cells, abnormal acid. Normal acid you need for your digestion. But abnormal acid secretion is decreased by Morinshi. It improves the gut motility. It detox itself, and the chemical ingredients in the noni fruit repair. It repairs the unhealthy lining of the stomach and the intestine. In fact, it repairs the whole body. But if this drainage, if your ingestion, if your gut is not healthy, neither the food nor the medicine is going to work, because this is the portal, this is the entry of energy and the nutrition, which is intestinal tract. If your stomach is good, then only you can digest your food and medicine. So that is why Morinshi holds a key position in your food supplements, because it makes your gut, it makes your intestinal tract more adaptable to any kind of food and medicine. What to say if you have a diseased stomach? Even if you take food, it's not going to help you. Even if you take medicine, it's not going to get into the system. You will not get the cure. To improve your body, you need to have your good maida. All the diseases which are not controlled is 99% your bad stomach. Because the stomach and the intestinal tract is also draining the bad things out. Whatever bad things goes into your body, or they are made in the body, they are going via urine and stool and your sweat, on your saliva and your tears and your nasal mucosa out from the system. So that's how Morinshi is getting effect on your digestive system, on your brain, by improving your neurogenic function. It works on your skin because it works as a hormonal stability for the skin and anti-aging. It works on the joints to take care of your joint spaces. So arthritis sign symptoms are gone. It elevates your mood because your stomach is good. You feel hungry. It is getting digested. You're more and more energetic. So whatever you need to have, first thing is your good stomach. And Morinshi is a guarantee for that. And it is well accepted. All other products in medicine, they are not sometimes well accepted by the food. You must have, by the stomach, because you must have heard that there is a long list of side effects of certain drugs. You eat it, you vomit. You get the rash, you get this, you get that, because they are chemicals. Noni being Morinda citrifolia, it is a completely natural gift of nature. I say gift of nature for the whole system. That's why Dr. Lim has taken this under the umbrella of decent, excellent living, DXN, because it not only moisturizes, it cleanses the linings, it repairs the lining of your intestine, it takes care of your concentration and memory. Apart from that, it gives you good fertility. Reproductive organs are getting health from Morinshi. I hope that answers your question.
Thank you, doctor, for the excellent answer. This is a very, very important area which you discussed now about the gut and stomach. And there is a person, Tikaram, he is saying, I salute doctor for marvelous speech, but the items all are a little bit expensive. What to do for that?
Can you buy, answer one question, can you buy gold in the price of artificial.
Excellent, excellent.
You cannot. If you are a precious stone knowledgeable person, you will define, oh, this is not pure. And purity needs payment. Organic things takes time and effort, and against pesticide, going against the environmental pollution, it takes a lot of trouble to make an organic food to be served to you without any problem, without any contamination while packaging, without any ill growth on the farms. If you go to DX in Malaysia, you will find how difficult it is to even culture 1 gram of Ganoderma and 1 gram of spirulina. Leave apart DXN. Go in American parlors. There is a soap which is $150 having little bit of Ganoderma. People pay for it because they know Ganoderma. Derma means skin. Skin care is best by Ganoderma. So when you go to a jewelry shop or a precious stone shop, do you ask them, okay, I will pay for silver, give me platinum? He would say, Baba, you don't know platinum. The platinum will have its own rate. So if you want security, if you want, how much you pay for your doctor fee, how much you pay for your insurance, how much you pay for your medicine, and how much you pay for your operations. Even for COVID, you need to have more than 100,000 before you go to the hospital. 1 day ventilator cost, you know how much it is in India and Pakistan? Everybody knows. Even you don't have the money to go to a grave. One grave is costing 200,000 Pakistani rupees. It's not easy to die. It's not free to die also. It must be a precious life. It must be something precious to preserve this precious life. Okay?
Thank you so much, Doctor. I think there are so many congratulations messages which is coming because the people were enjoying like anything for last 1 hour. And it was an excellent presentation with a Q&A. I think let us conclude. You can give a final note, Doctor, a final message.
First of all, thank you very much once again for tolerating me, my viewers, my family of DXN, the new members, and especially people who are not in DXN and listening to you. I welcome you on a board, on a platform of insurance, which can give you insurance and assurance to take care of your body, of not only you, your family, your friends, your acquaintances, and to promote a healthy life till you live. You cannot change the life age, but you can change how you age. So I hope you get yourself acquainted with the products, be healthy, stay healthy, and let others people happy and healthy too.
Thank you so much, Dr. Asma Munir, and all the leaders who are watching. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome.